75 Heart Challenge. If you're new, my name is Camila and I'm currently on day 45. So that means 30 more days until I'm done, which is so exciting. I can't wait till I'm done and I can have a drink. But right now we're focusing on the amazing things that are happening with the challenge. I'm creating such good habits, which brings me to this book that I am currently reading. It's Atomic Habits by James Clear. It is such a good book. It's definitely giving a run for its money to my current favorite self-help book, which is Can't Hurt Me by David Goggins. If you haven't read that book, go buy it. It is the best self-help book that I've ever read, and it is so motivational, but this one is just so practical. It is such a good book. I cannot read it without having a highlighter on my hand because I'm legit just highlighting so many different things. So I will sit down later in the week and give you guys a little bit more of read you some of the things that I've been highlighting, and each chapter at the end just has bullet points of the most important things that the chapter covered. So I think that is just such a good idea, because if you just want to go back and look for something that you read on chapter 3, you can go to the last page of that chapter and there'll be the important tips and tricks at the end. So I already did my first workout. I did a Sydney Cummings class. Obviously, if you've been following my journey till now, you know that I love and adore Sydney Cummings. She is not only going to be my trainer during this 75 Heart Challenge. I've been doing her since April, and I'm probably going to continue doing her for the rest of the year and 2021 and 2022. If she continues to give out workouts every single day, I will continue to do them because she is that good. I'm thinking I might do just a why Sydney Cummings should be your trainer video at the end of the 75 Hard, because seriously, she is the absolute best. Let's just get into the video. doing my water, we're doing good. I want to talk about atomic habits. I think I'm going to start doing a little segment of what I've been reading. So if you're looking forward to reading this book, definitely skip through this part. I'm definitely going to have some spoilers, but basically I want to talk about the first law of behavior change that James Clear divides his book by. So he starts the book talking about how the end goal basically of creating habits and breaking bad ones is to change your identity. That's something that a lot of people don't focus on. They focus on the outer layer, which is basically the outcomes, and that's why our society and we as people are always looking for quick changes, and we see how those don't really affect your life in a positive way because they don't usually work. Quick changes are not the solution for changing your life. So he focuses a lot in changing your identity. So he basically has 4 laws to create new habits. And the first one is to make it obvious. So basically he says that a good exercise for you to do is to go through all the habits that you already have in your life, good and bad, and write them down from the moment you wake up to the moment you go to bed. And it basically just gives you a little base of what you have, what you want to change, and where you're going to implement those new habits. He has this theory called implementation intentions, which is basically just knowing what you want to do, have a time where you're going to do it, and where you're going to do it. Having those 3 things very specific and very obvious to you is going to make it so much easier for you to actually do them. So find in the time in the day. It could be in the morning, you want to start meditating. After work, you want to start working out. At night, you want to read some more. Throughout the entire day, you want to drink more water. Find the time, find when you're going to do it, where you're going to do it, and what you're going to do, and that's going to help you start creating those new habits. He also has this theory called habit stacking, which is basically just doing things right after the other. He talks about if you do something every single day, pair something that you want to implement into your life right after. For me, something that I've been trying to do is to make my bed every morning. So right after I brush my teeth and do my skincare, first thing I do is to make my bed. So things like that, pairing things like that. In the morning, if you are trying to meditate more or be more grateful, right after your coffee, say 3 things that you're grateful for. Sit down and meditate for 5 minutes. When you get back home from work, stack the habit of putting your purse down and putting your keys down and putting your workout clothes right after. So pairing things that you know are going to help you have cues for those new habits, so it's a lot easier for you to know that that's what you're going to do because you've already set it in your mind that I'm going to do this and then I'm going to do that. And before you know it, you're going to be doing that new habit automatically. And the last thing that he talks about is that you need to design your environment. He wants you to make cues for good habits obvious and visible. So it's basically taking the 2 things that he already talked about and just implementing them, designing them to work for you in your environment, in your house, placing books around your house so you're always seeing them, so that makes you want to read more. Placing your water bottle around your house as well, or always having it with you so you're always inclined to drink more water, stuff like that. So basically it's just making it the easiest way possible for you to always notice those new habits that you want to implement. So you see it, you do it, that kind of thing. So that's the first law. He has 4. So I already read the second law, but I'm going to save that for another video because I don't want to be talking here forever, because to be honest, this book is so good I could be sitting here talking forever. But yeah, I definitely see a lot of these things that he talks about and these tips and these tricks already being implemented in my life subconsciously, just because I've been doing the 75 hard, I've been taking the science of well-being class, and I'm reading the book. So I think this is such a smart way to live your life because everything that you do really shapes who you are. And we need to stop thinking about things in a external way and in a quick results kind of way, and focusing more on who we are and what person we want to become. So there's this thing that he says that just saying things like, I want to read more, I want to eat healthy, I want to do this, I want to do that, I want. Those are so vague, you're never going to actually do them because you're not being specific on what you want to do. And you're also just worrying about the outcome because, oh, if I read a book, I'm going to feel great. No, you want to become what you want to do. So instead of saying all those things, say, I am a reader, I am a healthy eater, I am kind, I am an athlete if you're trying to work out more. That is going to shift your mind into sticking to those things because that's what you want to be as a person. It's not something that you're doing just to get appraised or validated by other people. A lot of mental changes go to creating habits, which is great because with the 75 Hard, that's basically the challenge that I'm facing. And I really hope you got something out of what I just said. Obviously, I don't say it as nicely as James Clear does, but go get yourself this book. You won't regret it. It's the end of day 48 and I'm going to end the video here. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to continue following my journey, make sure that you subscribe down below and I will see you in my next video.